that tests signal strength, and those are the different signal strengths. So it just has to be over -30 decibels per meter. And the place I want to check is actually the master bedroom, which is further out. As you can see, in the backyard, the signal is very poor. As you can see, 71 to 90 is a weak signal. And that's what we have here. Beautiful day in San Diego, California. And let's get a little closer. Can't really see anything, but it looks like it's 83, 85. So the signal's even weaker, way weaker back here. So now we are on direct Ethernet connection, and we're gonna run the speed test and see. So of course, with direct connection, the ping is way less. That's why gamers like to hook up directly, as it is a straight path rather than a Wi-Fi signal trying to interact with another signal receiving it. Now I'm getting closer to the speeds. I am told 121 megs. So if you have the opportunity to do a direct connection, go ahead and do a direct connection. So I'm gonna run this one more time, so to make sure it's consistent or whatnot. So far it looks to be fairly consistent. (121 megs). Not bad. I'm hoping with the new router it's better speeds, but we never know. It also has 4 external antennas, so I'm hoping that the range is further out of the house, because that's all I'm really worried about. Alright, so we have consistent speeds. Now I'm gonna install the ASUS router and give you a quick overview how to do that. So now I'm gonna run a test from outside the house. The ping is horrible, and even the download speeds on the Wi-Fi is very bad. Only 3 megs. That's horrible. The backyard also has a weak signal. Ping is a lot better. It's about 4 times download speeds. So the only place left now is the master bedroom, which I want to show that as well. So now we are in the master bedroom. We're going to run a test. The router is actually right next door, but this house is built in 1969, so the walls are a bit thicker. I think it's drywall. And metal also interferes with Wi-Fi signal with frequency. So, but this is probably the closest to the router, so that's why we're getting way higher speeds. So now we have our new router installed, the AC3100 from ASUS, and we replaced that with this old one, which I had was a Linksys EA9200 tri-band. That one was 2.4 gigahertz and 2.5 gigahertz. This is a dual band, but it has a dual core 1.2 gigahertz, I believe, processor. So it's able to handle higher speeds. I believe on this one is about 100 megs over Wi-Fi up to, and we've matched it up with the ARRIS surfboard SB6183, which I think is a really good modem. And the setup was fairly easy. The way I have these antennas oriented is they're dipoles, so when they're up, the signal it disperses is perpendicular, so it'll go left and right, and these are flat, so it'll go up and down. So that way we get signal all around the house. So the main thing that you want to do is you connect the internet, the blue to the one Ethernet from your modem, and one of the Ethernet ports will go directly into a computer so that you can access the main website for the setting up the router. So what you've noticed is that I have the 4 external antennas. The 2 innermost, I have them flat. The 2 back ones I have straight up. Now most of these newer routers are dipole antennas, so these 2 will distribute signal left and right. So it'll be perpendicular to the way the antenna is facing, and these 2 other flat ones will do up and down. So if you imagine in 3D space, this one's doing this way and this one's doing this way, technically covers all the areas. It's also recommended, some will say that put these at a 45-degree angle. I mean, it's your choice. I like to have the 2 outermost flat and these straight up. And now we're gonna go on to a computer, and as you can see it turned on. We're gonna go to a computer and we're gonna set up the main page. So like by far this is the easiest router to set up. So what you want to first do is, you can see all the lights are white and it has internet. So what you want to do is take off the power from your modem, turn this on first. Once you let it sit for a minute, then you plug in that. Once you plug in there, you'll see a bunch of lights going off. You're gonna make sure you go onto a computer with direct connection to the Ethernet, and you're gonna go to www.router.asus.com. It'll bring you a page where it'll say what's the admin and the username and password, which is admin, and then you just change. I just keep the username the same and I change the password, and it automatically detected everything, and it was easy as that, honestly. Right here you can change the SSID and change the password for your 5 gigahertz and 2.4 gigahertz. So that I'm also going to try to attach the PDF of how to set it up, their manual, but it's very, very easy. And now I'm going to show you guys the new signal tests that I'm going to run with this new router. The new router installed. Let's check the signal. So we're in the master bedroom. The signal is green, which means it is good. Got a little better. Let us see. So now we're in the backyard, and it looks like it is better than before. As you can see, there is like a dead zone. So what I might do is I might orientate those side antennas. For the most part, it looks like the strength is good. So signal still looks to be poor. I can't blame them. Old house. So let's just run a speed test and see if we improved in speed at least. So the ping is a lot lower out here now, and it looks like we're getting way better download speeds. So, and I want to tell you guys that the download speeds and the whole ping, it all has to do about the also the processor of the router. And I believe this one is a 1 or 1.2 gigahertz dual core. So it looks like we got really good speeds outside of the house. In the backyard, again, the ping is way better, and the speeds have almost quadrupled out here. As you can see, it's very consistent. So we're utilizing the speed that we're actually paying for with this router. You know, a lot of people say, oh, that's an expensive router, but I mean, they're charging you a lot because of the technology. So it's definitely worth investing. It's a $250, $300 router. I bid online on eBay and I got it for about $150. I think it might be cheaper now. But now, there's the router. Now we're going to the final test place, which is the master bedroom. Let's run the test. You know what, I've noticed that the ping is a lot lower with this router. And also, as you can see on Wi-Fi, the download speeds are very consistent all around the house. So I'm liking this a lot more. Better speeds, which means better handling of a bunch of devices all at once. So that's good. Now let's go to a direct connection. So now we're back to the computer desktop, direct connection, and we're gonna run a test to see if this new router has improved anything. I want to say that the router is mainly gonna show a significant improvement in the Wi-Fi signal as far as to the direct connection. I think this was just a bad run. It looks like it got worse, but we'll run it a couple times. So we're gonna run the test. So through direct connection, I want to say we might have lost some speed, but I feel like as far as coverage in the house, we significantly improved speeds all around the house with this new router, and we've improved the Wi-Fi download speed in some areas by like 8 to 10 times more than what we were getting with that with the Linksys EA9200 tri-band router. So I just think all in all, this router is definitely like a gaming router, especially if you're gonna run it off Wi-Fi. You're getting way more download speeds. all around the house, which means if too many devices are on at the same time, it'll be able to better handle them. So yeah, you notice it's pretty consistent around 116, 118, and before we were getting about 120, 122-ish. So we lost a little bit of download speed through direct connection, but in exchange for better Wi-Fi signal all around the house and more consistent speeds and higher speeds through Wi-Fi all around the house. So I hope this helps you guys in setting up your own wireless router with your modem